How's everyone doing today? It is currently May 10th, Friday, and this is another severe weather briefing. And in this video, I'm going to go over and explain the next potential severe weather event coming up over the next week. But it seems as of now and in the near future, today is really going to be our last day for potential significant severe weather, and it's already moving out of the region. And we can go ahead and go over to the HRRR, the high resolution rapid refresh model, and around 8 to 9 o'clock right now when I'm recording this video, you can see our system down here where that enhanced risk is located in southern Georgia and north Florida. And this is mainly going to be driven by damaging winds. We do have an isolated tornado risk down there for today, but that main system is going to be moving off pretty much after the time frame that I submit this video. We will have a couple more potential discrete pop-up showers later on this afternoon, probably around 5 p.m. here in northern Florida. That's potentially going to initiate our isolated tornado threat here later on today. But this is not going to be a big severe weather outbreak like we've seen over the past couple of days. I've known it's been really hectic. We've had more than 7 to 8 days in a row of enhanced severe weather and significant severe weather at that. We had that storm that ended up dropping 4+ inches in diameter yesterday just over the San Marcos area. I was chasing in North Texas, saw some beautiful photogenic supercells up there. Luckily, no significant damage was caused by those as far as tornadic activity goes, but just absolute monster hailstorms in Texas yesterday. And it's really going to start winding down today. You can see our day 2 outlook and our day 3 outlook, only a marginal risk, nothing really major going on. I do think we could potentially see a little bit of severe weather here in central Texas going up to the panhandle of Texas coming up this Sunday, but I don't think it's until really Monday we start seeing a little bit more of a severe weather event. But even then, it's not going to be as significant, and you can clearly see that here on our 850 millibar low-level jet. And you can see this little low pressure system trying to form over here in Kansas and going into Missouri, and that's going to initiate a little bit of severe weather probably over the Dixie Alley area going into Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas region. But it's really probably not until we get to around the May 18th timeframe that our next big potential system is going to start to initiate over the northern plains and potentially the northeast. And you can see that here, not much going on until we get to about the 17th to 18th, a potential huge system starting to bomb out over the northern United States. And this is what I think is going to trigger our next potential severe weather event. Mind you guys that this is very far away. This is a week away. Things will change. The placement and timing is going to change, and it's still way too early to really break down and get into detail. But just mark on y'all's calendars, May 18th seems to be the next potential big, severe, significant weather event. And another thing we can look at is CAPE, convective available potential energy, because the energy in the atmosphere this year has been absolutely insane. We've had multiple days pushing 4,000 to 5,000 joules per kilogram in the atmosphere, and this is energy for the storms to grow, right? Without CAPE, without energy, it's like food for y'all and us. If we don't have it, we're not able to grow and prosper. And you can clearly see that on Monday, that next potential not significant severe weather event is definitely not lacking CAPE. We can go into Monday. Here we go. And, areas we're pushing, well over 1,000 joules per kilogram and going up to Oklahoma, Arkansas, and the Dixie Alley area. And we can continue pushing this forward. And you can see, there's not going to be much storm systems until May 18th, but we're not lacking that energy. And that goes all the way into May 17th here. And we can take it all the way to May 18th. And it may be lacking it just a little bit on May 18th by the time we get there. It may be suppressed down further to the south, but we're just going to have to wait and see how the models come into agreement. But energy is not a problem and has not been a problem lately when it comes to these storm systems. So this is going to be pretty much it for today's video, guys. Like I said, not much going on. We have that enhanced risk for today for portions of the panhandle of it's not Texas, sorry. I've been talking about Texas lately like crazy. It's been nonstop. The northern part of Florida near Tallahassee, Jacksonville, and going up to southern Georgia, and a potential slight risk up here in North Carolina. But like I said, this is mainly going to be driven by a 30% chance for severe winds, and we're also going to have that 15% chance for potential hail falling up here in the Carolinas and your isolated well, now we just actually get I think we just added a 5% on the last update since 8:30. Okay, so that's definitely changed. So since 8:30, we did have a little bit of 5% added in here. That was just added at the 8:30 update. So a little bit of more elevated tornado risk, and that kind of makes sense since we looked at the recent models now, a little more discrete mode down here, where the models weren't picking that up originally. So I can definitely see why they put that in there. So if you're in northern Florida up here near Jacksonville, definitely keep an eye out later on today around 4 or 5 p.m. as some isolated cells are definitely possible down there. And a tornado or two, not out of the question. But that's going to conclude it for today's video, guys. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe for more future videos like this, as I will be doing more daily updates as I can, and I will continue